coming right by your side.
Right.
We're the Bastardized boys.
This is the Bastardized Content Podcast. You may think, where did the name Bastardized Content come from? Basically, what was it?
Where did it come
New
from?
Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve.
We were on GTA playing a spot of Grand Theft Auto Online.
Grand Theft Auto.
No,
It was nearly my birthday, and like an hour or so before.
It was an hour before his birthday and 2019. And this is where it all kicked off, yeah? This plan.
whole idea.
And I just had the words Bastardized Content stuck in my head.
And
In this skull.
I had the idea of a podcast from somehow coming from a boy called Lewis
Basically,
Saunders.
we'll give you some backstory of Lewis Saunderino, the sexy boy himself.
The sexy man then.
Basically, he's not stupid, because he'll be watching this.
He's not a stupid Bella.
He's
If anything, he's a smart Bella.
He knows the capital of Poland. I remember we were sat in communal before. I was quizzing him. I was like, alright, what's the capital of so-and-so country? And he was like, bish, bash, bosh. It's these capitals.
And then you asked him one question, yeah? What's the capital of Poland? And he bangs out, Warsaw. And we're like, that's when we knew this boy Lewis Saunders had something.
He's impressive. So basically, New Year's Eve. We sat there on GTA having a bit of a strut around the city of Los Santos. So we're not fucking around. We're there. And I start going, Bastardized Content.
And it just is the place to be.
It just had a bit of a catch.
It had the pizzazz.
Bastardized Content. At the time, I found it funny as fuck.
We didn't think anything of
it. It was
it.
just funny as... They'll understand later on. But, so we're there, New Year's Eve playing GTA, Bastardized Content rings a bell. So then we start brainstorming.
We do, just casually over a game of fucking
So
GTA.
we're thinking out loud. Now, could you imagine starting a podcast?
Yeah, we got our inspiration from flipping. We've been watching The Breakfast Club.
Breakfast Club, Joe Rogan.
Aussie Impulsive, Joe Rogan.
Personal favourite of mine, Happy Hour. Jackmate.
And
podcast.
the YouTuber, yeah, that's like made me like, oh, you know what? Fuck it, we're just doing what we want. That was just Basie Bystar.
Basie fucking Bystar.
Basie Bystar.
He's a sexy man. Them spectacles he wears.
Spectacles.
Not everyone will understand what spectacles means.
Nobby
Spectacles and glasses.
Glackers.
But we were there, New Year's Eve, fucking GTA, Bastardized Content Podcast. So we're thinking, what should we name a podcast? So I just thought, Bastardized Content.
And I agreed totally. I was just like...
I'd been thinking of the words Bastardized Content all night.
We searched up on YouTube as well. Bastardized Content. Literally nothing came up. So we were like...
There's a substitute for a naughty word.
For a naughty, snotty word that these kidderoons must not know
The
of.
history of the word is for another time.
Yeah, but it's
But-
for another video.
Basically, so we're there. Podcast. Bastardized Content. Suits it. Bastardized. By definition, it means...
shit quality.
of lower quality.
Lower wallaby.
We're not of lower quality, so it's a bit ironic, you know?
It
Content. A podcast is a form of content. Bastardized content. Lower quality content.
But that's ironic
And I
for the thing.
That thought was not in my mind when I kept saying bastardized content. I just thought
Google.
bastardized content is stuck in my head. But, so we thought of that. Back to the story of Lewis Saunders. This smart guy.
Nah. He was a smart guy.
He was a guy and a half.
Everyone knew him in our school. Everyone knew him. He was like the most popular guy in our school.
He doesn't have to post some rude photos on the Instagram.
Rudy. He's a bit of a flirtatious young man. He likes a bit of fucking booty.
We're not going to name any names of the females he liked.
No. That is rude.
Liked a bit of every female.
Every female.
Every girl.
Every female that was attractive. Lewis Saunders or on Instagram, Bish Bash Bosh, you know is the end of the story.
This is the female I like.
And he didn't care, but he didn't care.
He'd happily go up to a girl.
And he'd be like, give me some of that.
Nice tits on you, love.
And then he'd be like, no.
And he'd be like, she still likes me.
I talked to her, she still likes me.
And we're not going to include her second name now, but Amber.
Amber Reno.
What's the story behind Amber now?
Basically, boys, Miss Moses. Crikey Moses.
Basically, this...
They're in a Welsh class.
Lewis Saunders
fucking starts it off.
Lewis Saunders isn't a fan of this Amber female.
Amber. What's not to love about her? Amber.
She wasn't impressive.
She wasn't a bit... No. I can't even be rude. She wasn't of my taste.
She wasn't of my taste. We're not rude on this channel.
Oh,
we're good boys.
Good boys. Bastardized boys are good.
The bastardized men are men.
Man,
but, see, he's like, I don't like this girl. So we start taking the piss out of him.
Wait.
Just some year...
We were fucking harsh.
Just some year 11 banter.
It was banter, but then he couldn't take it.
He wasn't really the brighter shed in the tool. He was a bit...
Brighter shed in the tool? What the fuck did you...
Tool in
the brighter shed in the tool.
So, we had to be a bit patronising. We had to be like... Amber fancies you. Oh, you're gonna marry Amber?
Nah, we would say if there was one person on the planet, and you have to save humanity, would you Amber? And he'd be like, I wouldn't do that. That's disgusting. No, I'd rather kill myself. And we'd be like,
basically, Saunders, you shouldn't disrespect this
lovable young woman.
This young female like this. She's going through a rough time. She has her GCSEs on her plate.
GCSEs? Saunders didn't give them.
She might have other boys on her plate.
I don't think she did.
She maybe did. She can't.
You can't. Not with L. Fucking swank or something.
You can't assume stuff anymore. We're in, 2019, boys. But
we're gonna have to explain where the boys comes from as well.
Boys, it's just a Welsh term.
It's just a Welsh
Mr.
term.
Owens, our old teacher, we got it from him. He's like, boys, today we're learning about the esophagus.
And a mitochondria, bruv. I came in through his door and I was like, tell me why I fancy a chomp on a bit of mitochondria.
And then I go, nah. We're there. Lewis Saunders. So we were thinking, Bastardized Content Podcast, Lewis Saunders. We should have him as a guest.
Yeah.
And this is what really kicked off the whole podcast thing. We were thinking about it for a couple of weeks,
It's been literally since December the 31st this idea has come along, and only now it's...
5 months it's been. We went to film this exact thing before. Didn't quite go to plan. We had to wait 24 hours.
Because like the YouTube thing, but...
Article 13 and that.
Article 13 and all that.
We don't appreciate this, but we don't get copyrighted.
Nah, boys. Never, ever.
I don't have no bloody...
Bish Bash Bosh.
Ford badges on my mug now, do I?
Deutsch Dim.
They won't understand that.
But they will understand in a later video, Bob.
Maybe. But, so we're debating about this podcast for
a very long time.
5 months, basically. No, 3 months. No, 2 months now we're debating about this podcast.
Yeah, well, like... And then
we're just talking about it as if...
Oh, yeah, well, like...
Yeah, it'll be a lot.
Yeah, we might do it. But then, like, it just came to my head then. I watch a lot of Casey Neistat. And,
talking about that, we just start watching more podcasts.
Yeah, we watch more podcasts. We're like, right, let's see what's wagwan with these podcasts and see if, like, we'd actually do it. So we were like... I watch a lot of Casey Neistat, and I was just like, how he would say, just do... the haters and all that nonsense. Just do it, like, just do it. Just go out there, dip and just do it.
Fuck it.
And I was just like, well, if we don't do it, we're going to look back and we're going to be like, look how our lifestyle could have changed.
Exactly.
Like, it might not be successful. We are going to be persistent if it takes us flipping 15, 20 years.
This, not the best fucking setting, innit?
Nah, boys.
We've
got to start somewhere.
We're on a phone right now.
Yeah, buff.
We're not quite... can afford a camera, but don't want to fucking spend
Not
all my
spending
money on a
any, but-
camera now, do we?
Not yet.
So, you know, I've got a seller basically. Eventually, we have plans. We've already
got plans. We've already got plans for the flipping future.
Kit out the seller. I'm a bit of a mechanical guy myself.
Mechanical
I
guy.
work in a garage working on cars, so I know my way around a toolbox.
Mm-hmm.
I've built desks in the past as a kid, so I know how to make a... No, that's a thought. I've got an old Victorian style door in the cellar. That would be out of a table.
Nah, tell me why. We're gonna saw that and we're just gonna be like...
No, not even that. Just whack some legs on it. You raw stick with it. That's what we're
Boys,
gonna do.
we're gonna be
Get some
original.
wallpaper up. Cause
Like a brick
it's
spot.
a bit of a mess in there at the moment. I've got my moped in there, and there's just junk in there.
But boys, when we think if we get like a couple of thousand subscribers or like 100,000 subscribers, and we think yes, we're doing this 100%, not backing out.
Okay.
Obviously, with Josh's permission, mother's permission, we can do it. She's already said yeah, but like for another time. But
Becky, the mother, does not give a shit.
Becky, reflect.
Her name's reflective in our eyes.
Reflect.
That's a story for another time.
That's a story for another video, boys.
But basically now, we just have long plans. We've made a long fucking... Should write it down, but at the moment,
For now, we're just coming
it's all
out
in
with
our heads. We can fucking develop along the way.
Yeah.
More subs we get, more views we get, more likes, whatever, feedback. The more people we know that are actually seeing the podcast now and looking at it and want to stay and see, the more we can start putting more effort into it. If it's not going to kick off at first, we're not going to...
We're not just going to be like,
put
after a
effort
couple of
into
weeks.
it, but we're not gonna convert a whole seller for a couple of views.
No. And then back out of it.
You have to be, unless we're seeing feedback.
Yeah.
The more feedback we get, the more we progress.
The more we progress, the better the video is going to get. Just the
More-
whole guests we'll be able to get, like actual people
Talking
of
about
like.
guests, this Lewis Saunders.
We need to get him in. We need to get
This
him
is
in.
where this whole thing started from. We were like, we'll get a podcast. We'll have Lewis Saunders
We have
on the podcast.
We have got in
Just-
contact with him, but
Just as a laugh, like, he's a bit, he's a bit dead on the gram.
dead on the ground, quite dead. on the
But
ground. But we hit him up and we were just like, oh, Saunders, fancy coming in the podcast, and his first impression was like, oh no,
Fuck
what?
off.
What? He was just like, why? No.
yeah, we're not gonna get fucking celebrities on at first. We're not gonna fucking. Notice how I say it first because I'm optimistic.
Optimistic.
I'm not fucking thick, and I'm not.
We're not being
Confident.
boys. We're dreaming. We're not allowed to fucking dream.
Fucking confidence. So
Confidence.
basically, long-term plans. Cellar.
guests.
Basically, in the cellar, just get kitted all out. Soundproofing, proper lighting, proper camera, mics. Build my own table.
Yeah.
Be cool as fuck.
Yeah.
Just sort everything out. Wear the proofing.
Just everything. We're just gonna get
Maybe
it
heat.
spotless. Like
Maybe heat.
we're gonna get everything. We're gonna get the lot. We're gonna get
Okay.
the fucking lot.
So then basically, once we got that all sorted, providing we get feedback, we do that, convert the seller, we get that going.
Plus, we're only 17 now. Like
Then,
future on. Apart from that, see how we become successful. Like.
Yeah.
We both want to move away, don't we? We don't. We live in Wales, and like to be fair,
as you can tell from the accents. But
Wales isn't the like. How can I say? I don't want to be Rudy Doody to
I don't
Wales,
want
but
to be disrespectful to Wales. I like my Wales.
there's not much going on. As in, like jobs wise, like YouTube getting guests, like prestigious guests in the future. Like Wales isn't like we're not gonna get Post Malone flying over to. Well, I'm not gonna give our ting away.
No.
Like anyone's gonna want to come and knock an out door.
Knock me out because I'm a bastardized boy.
Bastardized boy. But yeah.
We're not gonna fucking be mad at first. We haven't got enough street cred. Haha, you twat.
Oh, you fat twat.
But that twat is a story for another time as well.
Well, if you got so many fucking stories to
But I
fucking
think
tell.
the biggest fucking YouTuber from Wales Ben Phillips.
Well, and what's his name? Is it No, JMX. What's his name now? Gonf or something? Or what's his name?
Yeah, he's from... No.
He's from Cardiff.
He sounds Welsh.
He is Welsh. I saw it on the programme. I forgot his name now. I think it's Gonf.
The red Porsche.
He had like a BMW i8 as well or something.
Yeah, that's it. Tall as fuck.
Yeah.
Black-ish.
Yeah.
Biggie, ABM, Andrew Biggie. Marsh.
Biggie
Marsh? Where did Marsh?
Marsh.
Andrew Biggie Morris, the sexy boy himself.
We want to get him on as well.
Oh, we'll have him on the podcast. We'll get us some views now. We'll have him on the bloody podcast.
But he's got
10 out of 10.
Oh, boys, 10 out of 10.
He's fucking great. He's had a BBC 3 documentary on him.
He's got a bit of following with him, and he's got some followers.
He's got some story behind him.
He's got some story.
Most people look at him and they think,
oh, he's just a fat git.
Like, no discriminatory.
No. But that's what people are probably going to think. Like, he's a big boy.
People look at him and he is big.
That's why the biggie comes in.
Right, he embraces it, doesn't he?
Yeah, but there's a story behind where he comes from, and he's successful, boys.
Was his brother passed away?
I think, like, his brother and his father, or something like that. Like,
one of his family members passed away, and that drove him to start doing stuff. He said, fuck embarrassment, just fucking go through the roof with your confidence. Started posting he started off on Facebook. Started just doing stupid shit.
Now he's on
rapping,
YouTube.
Dancing, whatever.
Just everything.
He started off as a piss stick.
Smoking big doinks.
That's the story for another time.
That's another story.
But, yeah, he started off, he had nothing. I don't want to say his brother, because it might not be, but I'm sure it was his brother. Passed away. That just drove him through the ceiling with confidence. Started
doing social media stuff.
He believed in himself. He got embarrassed. He got negative feedback. People threatened him.
But he got through all that. This happens to anyone, any prolific person.
At the end of the day, he went through that. He's blown up now.
You got to get through the bad stuff. Obviously, life is hard as hell. I know I'm getting deep now, but like, you got to get through a load of crap to get through and see the bloody light. That's just the way it goes, isn't it? But
he didn't see much potential in himself. He blew through the fucking roof. Now he's got a BBC 3 documentary on him. He's getting fairly popular. Yeah. I assume people from abroad have started seeing his stuff. So to think now, he started from literally rock bottom.
Well, basically, yeah.
He lived in a small town with his mother. Some of his family had passed away. He didn't really have much going for him.
Yeah, that's his inspiration. And we've had our inspiration. We're starting from somewhere and we're just going to say...
He didn't do... I don't think he did well academically because he's not working as a fucking lawyer.
He's not working as anything, but he's a bloody full-time social media.
Probably making more fucking money than most people his age. Fucking... stuff like media.
Driving in his big fat Polo.
Yeah.
I'm not throwing it in. But yeah, basically, let's end that story now. Basically, what we're trying to say, we're starting off from rock bottom and we want to get to the top. We want to be top of the bloody tree.
We're not rock bottom. We have nothing bad's happened to us. It's just stemmed.
Yeah.
A long plan.
It's been a long plan. It's been the plan in the process, and we're finally doing it now. And obviously, we're not going to be uploading regularly now because I'm in college, so I'll have exams in like a month. But after
work,
Josh has got work. But after that, like we'll have free time on weekends and stuff, and we can start popping out videos more frequently. And
you know what? I've just clocked on. We haven't even introduced ourselves. Conor Graham. Josh Griffiths, Conor Graham. Aged 17, 16. Fun fact, I sat behind him in most exams. Amazing
What a
fucking
fun
fact.
fact about.
But,
Basically, our friendship started in like, was it like you?
Mr. Hicks.
Mr. Hicksy boy.
Wardhouse.
Ethan Beale. Nah, Ethan Beale.
Basically, we were in math class. Our friendship now. Pardon me.
Pardon me.
We're in mathematics now.
Mathematic.
Sat in our class with our favourite teacher, Mr. Hicks.
Mr. Hicks.
You know, pretty hefty fella.
He's a biffy boff.
Bit of a bald patch.
He's a bit of
a
potato head.
bit of a bald patch. Everyone loved him. He was a fucking terrible teacher.
But he was a 10 out of 10.
Sorry if you're
boy.
watching this, Mr. Hicks. I don't
Mr.
think you understand YouTube, but if you are seeing this, good boy.
Good boy, good boy, good
We
boy.
appreciate you, Hicksy boy, but let's be real, you weren't the best teacher. You fucking stood up, turned around.
Yeah, I think it. Yeah,
Copy this in 5 minutes.
And the fact he couldn't tell us off, we had to get Mr. Crane to call us out in flipping. What's it called now?
Basically, I
70s.
ended up getting moved towards the end of our GCSEs now. I pretty much got moved with another teacher. Because Mr. Hicks got fed up of me and Connor. He separated us, which wasn't a good decision.
Me and Ethan Beale bonded.
But another guy, Twinny Van Den Borgard.
Twinny Van Den
He's a story
Borgard.
for another time.
Boys,
He's a twin.
He's
That's
a
why we name him
Twinny.
But mathematics class now. We're there. I'd had Hicksy boy, Mr. Hicks, since I joined our school in year 8.
Yeah,
I don't know what grade that would be in any other countries or whatever.
Yeah. But like,
Year
you're
8.
about 13, 14 or something like that. 13, I think
12,
it is,
13,
yeah,
14.
something like that.
Young. So I just joined. I was into my second year of comprehensive school. Previously, I'd been in another school a couple miles away. Moved to this school now. I'd been in Mr. Hicks' class. Mr. Hicks was the first ever lesson I had. Yeah?
Yeah.
I came to Contawi school. Mr. Hicks was the first ever teacher I had. He didn't really make a good impression because he didn't let me sit by anyone. But he just set basically Malachi.
Here's another story for another time.
Another story for another time again. But basically we're there. What's his name? Mr. Hamer now. I come in to reception, walk in through the front doors now with Mr. Hamer. First day, first morning.
Still recording. Yeah, it's still recording.
But excuse that. Mr. Hamer. Walking in now. I'm sat in his office. First day. And then he gets this boy, Malachi. He's story for another time. But basically we just became friends there. Then we went to Mr. Hicks's class. He separated us two, so literally my only friend in... Not even, I wouldn't even say friend, just...
Person you knew.
Somebody that I was paired up with to show me around the school, whatever. So I'm in Mr. Hicks's class. Fast forward a couple of years. This fella...
There's a Ballarat here.
decides to come into Mr. We were all over the class.
We were all over that shop, bruv.
But then, you know what? I had enough of it. I was like, fuck it.
You're like, dip.
I'm sitting next to this fella. And then I think our friendship started in maths. Which is
It did.
a fucked up thing to say.
It did.
But
We were in the front row with me. I was friends with Ethan because Ethan was in my registration class.
we knew of each other before maths.
Yeah.
We were friendly.
Yeah, but like we never like...
I never looked at you and were like, oh,
I'm mad!
doing a fucking mad shit.
Oh,
But we were just like friendly, like you'd be with most other kids in your year, unless you're fucking.
And then like, I think as the weeks got on, then we like started talking. Like Ethan. If anything, we gotta give it to Ethan. Ethan sort of like brought us together a bit. Like no homo, but like
No
homo.
Nothing against homosexuals or.
Like it sounds a bit.
Sapiens.
It sounds a bit. We are homo sapiens.
I know, but.
Yeah, but like Ethan Beale, yeah, he knew me, he knew Josh, and we just came together and we were just like, we just started talking.
Right, boys, think about that. This stemmed from fucking
Beale
just sitting in chairs in maths.
doing 1+.
Not listening to our teacher because we were
nonchalant.
We were bastardized boys.
We were bastardized boys there and then.
But so we're in class. We just I tried learning maths, but I ended up passing maths in the end somehow. But I never really focused.
You plot.
Never really focused in maths. I distracted everyone else. Including this fella.
Bella.
He always wanted to do well. He was always...
I wanted to pass my GCSEs. I was just like...
He was always up to take the piss. But he was like, let's knuckle the fuck
down a bit.
Get some work
Let's
done.
have a bit of funny dum-dum at times
So
as
that
well.
wasn't in my mindset. My mindset was... Well, I don't want to fucking... I wanted to learn, but I didn't have the mental capacity.
Babacity.
I was a bit fucking thick in the skull.
Thicky dick. Boys, I wasn't a fucking
I wasn't quite
sharpest
thick, but I just didn't put much effort into my work.
Yeah, boys, we had it there, like...
Some days I'd be fucking amazing, and some days I'd fucking barely talk to you. I'd just get in, do my work, and then fuck off. But then I'd be... Most of the time I just messed about, and I felt... No, I didn't feel bad for Hicksy, but Hicksy loved us.
Hicksy loved us, but then in a way, he got a bit pissed off because we didn't do anything.
No. That was all persona. He'd pretend to be like,
Come on, boys. Do your work now. No. Do your work now, boys. We want to pass out GCSEs.
Josh, stop messing. Ethan would punch us from time to time for leaning behind him.
I can remember that.
That gave me flashbacks.
Ethan would threaten us, and we'd be like, no, he did it. We'd be like, no, he did it. That's what it was.
It was awful. Awful friend. Awful at the time. Keep in contact with him these days slightly. You know who I want to keep in contact with? Mr. Hicks.
I want to go back down and slap him.
I'm not hinting anything. I'm not saying like he might live to 200 years old with modern science. But I want to attend his funeral. Because one day he's going to pass away, obviously.
One day.
Same as you, me, fucking him. We're all going to bloody... This just went to shit, didn't it?
Went deepy.
But I want to attend his funeral. He did teach me math. Just not very well.
Not very well. And like as
Pythagoras theorem.
Yeah, hang on. Boys. Hang on. We need to think about like when we like actually like offed it. Like, do you want to stay over? I'd be like when did that kick off?
First time you stayed. I remember the first time you stayed over.
I can't even remember.
You were like, your living room's cosy as fuck. I just remember that. That's all I remember.
I can't even fucking remember. The only... Oh, no, was it the time the door, like, broke? Was that the first time?
Way before that.
Was it?
Ooh.
We
were still in school, weren't we? Yeah.
Yeah.
Another thing, talking about school, study leave. I think
study
that brought us together more.
Yeah, it was.
I'd come over your house after exams, we'd just fucking...
play Botnik.
Became a bit of an alcoholic during study leave. You know, before I had an exam, I'd have some chocolate cake and a Budweiser.
And a bud. Sometimes a Bulmers as well.
Oh, Bulmers is a solid one for the summer.
Nah, we'd be on basically, she wasn't my ex, but like, I had a little fling with a girl back in the past. No names mentioned, but like, I know, we'd be on FaceTime.
We got a bit down and dirty.
We were on FaceTime, Josh was on as well, and this girl's friend. And, I don't know, we were just pissing around a bit. We were just fucking, well, fuck it. Like, we didn't...
That's the time,
yeah. This is doing our exams. And,
study leave.
We were enjoying ourselves a bit.
Study leave was a solid time.
Even though study leave was for big fat revision, me and Josh didn't really take that time to do a bit of...
You revised a fair bit.
I revised a fair bit.
I've still got a screen recording on my phone of you going, right, Josh, you need to... No, fuck. You were like... you need to get on with some revision now. Do you know what something is? And I remember I replied with, fuck off.
Fuck off.
But that was basically my mentality through the exams. I don't know how the fuck I passed a lot of stuff. You know, I wouldn't have made a difference if I fucking failed. Everything. Don't want to put this thought into younger people's heads, but GCSEs personally didn't really fucking do much for me.
For me, it got me into college, but like, personally, in school, just don't stress about fucking work. Don't stress about GCSEs at the end of the day.
Put work in. If you want...
If you go for it.
If you want to get an outcome out of it, put work in.
Go for it, like, don't just say, oh, fuck it, I'm not gonna try at all. Like, no, that's not the mentality. Like, try your hardest, like, try as best as you possibly can. You know, I got into college, Josh didn't want to go to college, but, you know, if I didn't have the grades I had, I wouldn't have gone into college. Now I'm looking at my GCSEs, I got a job. It's because I knew my uncle works in this job, and because I know my uncle, he got me a job, and GCSEs didn't matter at all to get me a job. So it's not what you know, it's who you know.
Who you know.
Who you knows.
Literally. Right. My story's a bit complicated. Right, let's give a story now then. So basically, after I finished all my exams, I opened up my results. Yeah, cool results, whatever. I don't know what the fuck I did on results night.
We probably stayed over. We probably did something.
I think you stayed over.
I think I did.
We probably had a solid pizza.
We were like, we're having a solid bud.
Fuck eat. But, so, long story short, I basically applied for this thing. I get work through. It's technically the college, but it's a sub part of a college.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it. It's called Pathways Training. So,
pardon.
Pathways Training, they supply me with whatever I wanted to do. I could say I want to work in an airport, I want to work in a train station, whatever. Don't know why train station, but... So I ring them up, and I'm like, sign contracts, whatever, do interviews, whatever. So I wanted to get into mechanics. I'm not qualified mechanic yet. I only started in December. In fact, I'm not amazing at what I do. But
you're building up.
I've been training for 2 years now.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 2-year training course, but eventually as well, in the background, say now, Bastardized content now kicks off. It's always still been a lifelong goal to own a garage. I can do both.
Well, boys, you can do both. Boys,
okay.
Well, even New York or LA or wherever we are going, yeah? Garage in LA.
I'm not going off topic now, but LA. I want to move to LA.
I have a girlfriend, she wants to be like a fashion designer, she wants to go to New York. And whatever she's going, I'm bloody going.
New Zealand.
Hot.
I love the look of New Zealand. It's a sexy place.
Mm-hmm.
But I think LA has it all.
LA has it all.
Casey's moved to LA, isn't he?
Basie.
I think he is.
I know something.
Don't want to say, but I think so. But back, what was that? Work. Work. So basically, after my exams, done interviews, whatever, just wait on to find a place to work now. I'm not going to name where I work for private reasons. But basically, I'm there waiting for work. How long was it?
Your foot is there, just like...
How long of a summer holiday did I basically have?
Fuck.
I had
I had 3 months, and then you had...
I had like an 8-month summer holiday.
6 months.
I'm not going to name any names now. But there was this one guy that was supposed to find me this garage to work in. Took him 8 months, alright? And somebody working where I work now, I'm not going to name any names, but he goes by Fatty. Basically, he was on the same course, same training, Pathways Training. He started, like, a solid few months before me, ages before me. And I only started in December. So I've only been doing this. Oh, fucking hell, I've been in work for 6 months.
No that.
But anyway, basically, so I'm there waiting to find a new place to work. I knew that I'd end up in a local garage, without a doubt. I'm not travelling far. I have a moped, but I walk to work every day because I'm not a pussy.
You know, does it look like we're pussies?
My garage is literally around the corner. But so I'm there waiting for work. Got to the point where I literally got pissed off. It was all fun at the start. I was loving, fucking days off. Everyone else is in college. I'm home chilling, playing PS4, whatever. Fucking pretty much all fucking for the first 4 months, I'd say, I was like, yeah, I fucking love it. Then it got just after summer, I was beginning to get pissed off because I wanted to start work, start making money. I did odd jobs here and there just for side money, not selling my body. But they're gonna think I was selling my body now when I wasn't. I'm not
You wasn't a Rudy Doody boy.
I'm a good boy. But waiting fucking 8 months, I began to get fucking sick of it. It got to the point where I'm not gonna say I was depressed because
no, but you were just pissed off. You were bored.
Yeah.
You were just in your house.
In the house, nobody to go out with because everyone had already started college or work. No one to go out with, no money because I hadn't started work yet. It's not like I could go job hunting because it was all up to this Pathways training place. So I was pretty much a guinea pig. I was fucking a test subject. I was just there, waiting, pissing me off for months. There was no need for it.
There wasn't.
Especially when I know people that started not long after exams. I don't know how we got onto this topic, but sorry, we were talking about GCSEs.
Right, boys. Let's get off this topic now. You got yourself a job. I'm in college. We're doing well. I feel like the last couple, I don't know, was it like a couple of weeks ago, fucking couple of months ago, I was feeling down in the dumps for like no fucking reason. I was thinking of
feeling shit.
Yeah, I was thinking about my future. I was just like, I was thinking way over the top. I was like, fuck, I'm in college and I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. I was in college going every day. I was just like, in class, I was just like, why am I here? Why am I doing this? Where am I going to be in the next year? And in a way,
Bastardized. I don't get the idea you shouldn't go to college. It's just personal preferences. College wasn't for me. I chose the line of work.
But in a way, Bastardized content was just like me and you thought of something and we were like, why are we...
kind of, from when it started kicking off now, Bastardized content,
it just calmed us a bit. We were just like...
took our minds off.
It's just that, yeah.
You start dreaming, I want to live this life, I want to gain a following, I want to do proper podcasts, get full fucking studio. It takes your mind off the stresses of work, college, exams. He's got exams coming up. Takes your mind off the stresses of reality, basically.
Yeah. And this vision of us, it's sort of like the last couple of months now, it's kept our vision. We're just like, yeah, we got to remind ourselves we're on PS4 a lot. We're just like, we're doing this. We're going to do it. If we don't do it, we're going to look back and we're going to be like, why the fuck didn't we do it? This vision now has sort of kept...
this little PS4 bit, Bastardized content wouldn't be a thing.
No, it's like, it's zoomed me in and I'm just like, you know what? Like, my girlfriend, I told her about this idea. She's just like, yeah, just do it. Like, you know, what's the point of not doing it? You might as well go for it.
Nothing's
holding us back. And I was just like, yeah, me and Josh need to do this now. Keep our vision. Be determined to do it. Obviously, we're not expecting to just fly off and have millions and millions of viewers and stuff like from day one. Obviously, it's probably going to take a couple of years. But this vision that we got, like, we believe that it's gonna happen. We're gonna be good. And that's just sort of settled me down a bit. Like, whatever goes on, with my college or your work, we're going to keep on doing this and try and get the flipping lifestyle that we really
I was
want.
thinking the other day, people, successful YouTubers, podcast reporters, whatever, a lot of them say, I never go into it for the fame, I never go into it for the money. We're not doing it for the fame or money, we're doing it for the sake of just having something to do.
Something that we're going to enjoy.
But we're not going to be like, I never expected to get to where I am today. Because I don't expect it. I know if we keep working, this applies to anything, work, college, school, whatever. If you keep working and working and working, going up the ladder, you'll eventually you'll get what you want. You'll reach the fucking top, basically. We're not going to reach the top.
We're going to be up there. We're going to be up there. We're going to be followed by people and they're going to be like, yes, we're going to go into YouTube. Now, this is like what I do. I go onto YouTube and I go on Casey Neistat. It's the first thing I do. We're going to have followers. We're going to be uploading like every week or every day even.
Said by Casey Neistat, you can only be as successful as you want. We could just say, fuck the podcast, fuck everything. We're not going to do it. And that's the end of it. We're not going to gain anything. But just imagine, we keep doing this now, keep it going. Yeah, it's not going to, I'm not going to say it's not going to, but I highly doubt it's not going to kick off at the start.
No, probably not.
Maybe fucking, perhaps years. It will just be fucking...
Well, boys, it took like KC like 10 years to
10 years he's been doing it for, and it's all paid off for him. He's
got 11 million subscribers.
It's all paid. I'd say
Mr. Beast.
I'd say the same for Logan Paul.
Oh, well, Logan Paul, I don't know what... He was a Vine star anyway when he... But this is another topic now, boys.
You can't say you can't, like, say you've got to admire his, like...
Well, you uploaded every single day. You uploaded for like 500 days straight, didn't I? Something like that. Well, to be fair...
Right, basically, a YouTube that I used to fucking be obsessed with, don't really watch him anymore because he has kids now. And his podcast. His vlogs aren't spectacular anymore. But Roman Atwood, I used to fucking be obsessed with. And he's motivational. He says, if you want something, work for it, you'll get it. Keep working. As cringy as it sounds, never fucking give up, basically.
Yeah, but
for how many years was it he did? He worked for his parents' rope company. His parents owned a rope company and he worked as that. I forgot what else he did. But I don't want to say he had a shit life, but he could have lived a better life like he is now.
But everyone's got to start from somewhere. Exactly. We're starting now. We've got like 8 subscribers, with like random people. But like, we're gonna do this now after my exams now, when everything settles down and I'm not worried about anything, and we have free time and we can arrange when we're doing this. We're gonna be trying doing this like maybe every week, every 2 weeks. But yeah, that's our vision, boys. I think we've had a solid long time talking. Yeah. You say it's about time to wrap it up.
I think it is time to wrap it up. I looked at my phone, don't know what the time is. I'm gonna be honest. In the background, we've just got a photo of 2 Mazda RX-7s on the screen. Don't know why. It's just there. I've been looking at them quite a lot, to be honest. But time to wrap it up.
Time to ratty bastardized content.
So basically, this podcast, we weren't expecting getting into any subjects. For example, feminism, politics, whatever. We were just expecting introduction, just give a bit of a backstory. So, hope you enjoyed this monstrosity. See you in episode 2, boys.
Yeah, boy. Ta-ta.